Today we're going to talk about eBay managed payments. So a lot of us got the email today about eBay managed payments coming out, rolling out through July and probably to most sellers by the end of the year. So I thought I'd come on and give you my sort of take on what I've read through the process and also reflect on some of the stuff that's happened over in the US to see if it's going to benefit us or if there's going to be any problems. But let's get straight into it. So what we're going to do is we're going to read the post direct from the eBay website, which just says managed payments on eBay. I'll go through some of the things that I believe are positives, some of my concerns, and maybe a couple of hopes that I hope they implement to protect us as eBay sellers. So I'll link this in the description so you guys can find it. I might even scroll it up and down on the screen here so you guys can read along with us. I'm just going to read the top section. So it says, from 2020, eBay will begin to manage the end-to-end payments experience in Australia for most sellers. Sellers can sell and get paid in one place on eBay, and buyers have more ways to pay and enjoy a more streamlined checkout experience. eBay managing payments is essential to enhancing the buying and selling experience on eBay. eBay will begin managing payments in Australia from July 2020, and sellers will be invited to join as they become eligible throughout the year. By the end of 2020, eBay will manage payments for most sellers. Eligible sellers will be invited to participate via email and their seller hub under the payments tab. Make sure you subscribe to eBay for Business Marketing and subscribe to our eBay YouTube channel. So then they've got a couple points here. So they said benefits to managed payment, more payment options to buyers, simplified fees, streamlined operations. So let's go into some of the positives from what I've read. So simplified fees has got to be the biggest one. So all your fees will be in one place. You're not going to have to worry about the 2.9% that you're currently paying on PayPal plus the 30 cents per transaction, because all those fees will be incorporated into your eBay invoice. The next one is there's going to be more options for buyers to pay on eBay. So they're going to be accepting debit cards, PayPal, Apple Pay, Google Pay, and Afterpay, which I think is a really great improvement for eBay Australia, and maybe even help us as sellers to sell more items, because people are going to have more availability to pay with cards and other services that they are more used to. Another one is you're going to be able to get direct payment from eBay into your bank account rather than having to go to PayPal, waiting for the money to check out into your bank account and trying to manage it that way. I think that's going to be good for most of us. Those of us with PayPal for Business don't really have to worry about that too much. But I think for those sort of sellers that are just coming into the game, it's going to be a lot easier for them to sort of manage their payments through eBay in that sense. The last one, which I think is sort of a little bit of what this video is about as well, is this will hopefully stop those PayPal scams. So we've all seen people that have sold an item on eBay, got payment through PayPal, everything's gone fine on eBay, and then all of a sudden there's a chargeback on PayPal. And it's very difficult to fight those chargebacks. We've had a couple that we've missed and had to refund the buyer. Luckily, because of our PayPal status, PayPal actually covered that cost for us. But I can see that that's definitely a positive in that that option is hopefully going to be removed from the situation, because there's not going to be a third party in the middle. It's going to be us, eBay, and the buyer, rather than us, eBay, PayPal, and the buyer. So hopefully that cuts out a bit of a middleman and we can control things a bit better in that sense. Now I do have some concerns with this new managed payments on eBay, and they are delayed payments, which we have seen over in the US. Luckily, this time Australia wasn't the guinea pig, so we're probably coming into the back end of it, which is going to be quite helpful, I believe, in that a lot of those issues seem to be resolved over in the US. Now, obviously it's a new market, so we may see some delayed payments. I do believe it's going to take 2 days for eBay to release the money from eBay to your bank account, but that's pretty standard with most banks anyway. So I'm not too concerned about that, but it's definitely something to consider. The other one that they haven't really talked about, and had to do a little bit of research over in the US to understand what this is actually going to entail. So eBay is sprucing there's not going to be any PayPal fees. However, I guarantee you they're going to add in some sort of eBay extra fee to manage these payments. What's that going to be? I don't really know. But I have done some research over in the US, and a lot of them have been talking about similar fees to what they have to pay on PayPal, if not a little bit less. So as long as it's not more, I'm not hugely concerned about that. If if all the payments are going through on time and I'm not seeing any delay in my payments, and hopefully we see an increase in sales because more people are going to have the availability to buy stuff with these different payment structures. So that's probably two of my biggest concerns with this managed payments that's going to be rolled out. If you guys have any concerns or positives that you want to add, please drop them in the comments below. Definitely keen to hear what you guys have to say about managed payments within Australia. Now, my hopes. Obviously, hopes is dreams and we don't know if it's going to happen, but hopefully eBay takes some responsibility and force buyers to pay for items when they make an offer. This is a huge bugbear for a lot of our eBay resellers. We get an offer through, payment doesn't get paid, our item gets held for 3 days, then you have to wait another 4 days to lodge a non-payment request, and essentially your item is 7 days without payment and you could have potentially sold that item. So my biggest hope is that eBay force buyers to make payment when they select to buy that item, whether that's through auction format or offers. Make buyers pay, and that way the community is going to be a lot safer, both for buyers and both for sellers. So overall, I'm not too concerned about this eBay managed payments. I think they've trialed it over in the US. They've sort of got rid of a lot of the bugs that were associated with it. When it came out in the US, they didn't have the option to use PayPal on this managed payments. So that would have been a big loss. They are incorporating that into the Australian release. So that is great because that will be solve a lot of issues with people that are already using PayPal and are familiar with that, and open up the market to more people that use the other payment types. So as I said before, guys, this is a little bit of an overview of my thoughts on eBay managed payments. If you guys have any thoughts, please drop them below. Great to hear what your thoughts are on eBay managed payments. Anyone in the US that has dealt with this before as well, great to hear from you guys because you've already dealt with this. So eBay managed payments are coming to Australia. Let's try and help each other out with this stuff. Leave us a big thumbs up and we will catch you next time on Two Aussie Thrifters. Bye for now.